I wanted to show you today a little bit about the conversions from ranking high, because it's pointless just ranking high for a phrase if you're not getting leads and sales from it, which is what you need to focus on. The first step is getting ranked high in Google on the first page, and then the second step is analysing that traffic, and then the third step is making sure that that traffic is handing over their details to you so you can do some numbers on the return on your investment of your online marketing activities. And the good thing about search marketing is you can apply a lot of metrics to it that you just can't with standard offline marketing. In fact, I would say to you, if you are spending money in the print media or radio or whatever, like all forms of marketing, you've got to test and measure. So have a think about what it costs you to acquire a lead right now and compare it to what I'm about to show you. So it's about the conversions. We're lucky with Google, and it provides some really good data for us so we can monitor exactly what's happening on your site. Now what we see here, this is one of our clients whose name will remain nameless, and you'll see here we've got 181 people coming into an online inquiry page. Now these stats are from September 2007, so we can see here 181 people hit their online inquiry page, and 63 people actually filled it out, giving us a conversion rate of 35%, which is great, nice and high. But 118 people went elsewhere. So, and here we can see exactly what pages they went to. So, if we have a look at the numbers, what that means to this particular client, they're also doing AdWords during the month of September, and you can see there the AdWords lead acquisition cost was $123 for that month. The search marketing or the organic acquisition cost was $46 per lead, so a significant difference. Then what we did with these numbers is that we made changes at the end of September, and they're then reflected in the numbers that we're seeing in October. And in October what we found was that the AdWords lead acquisition cost had increased to $198, but the organic search acquisition cost had decreased to $11.30. Now we've got some clients that figure for organic search is as low as $6, and they're selling products that are worth in excess of $100,000. So the acquisition cost is negligible in that situation. What you have to work out is how many products can you sell in a month, what's your close rate on the number of leads that you have, and basically then you can just put a dollar amount to those leads so you know what each lead is worth. So for instance, if your average sale is $5,000 and you know that you close 1 in 10, that you know then that every lead that you get is worth $500 because you close 1 in 10. Now as your close rate increases because you have better targeted traffic, you can see the value of those leads increase as well. And that's the way you need to look at search marketing, or any marketing for that matter. The reason the AdWords costs have gone up here is that's fairly typical with AdWords unless you really keep on top of it. The reason mainly that happens, we're not monitoring this client's AdWords, they're doing it themselves, but the reason that it happens most of the time with AdWords is because people have a low quality score. And quality score is all about the quality of your ad versus the search versus your landing page. So we'll talk about that some other time. But I'll just show you another case study. This is a company called loansaver.com.au. You'll see here this is the stats for 2007. We can see here that there's a steady increase in unique visitors to this site. When we have a look, we got the site ranks in the top 5 for bad credit loans, credit default, rapid loans, debt consolidation loans, and a bunch of other phrases. So up here we can see from Google that in the month of October, there were 916 unique visitors just in October from Google. And we can see here the key phrases that it ranked for, bad credit loans being the #1 result to bring in traffic. Now what we found was that this site was getting a lot of traffic, but we weren't getting a lot of conversions. And so what we did was we you've heard me talk about the big fat red button before. Well, that's exactly what we did here. We put a big fat red button right on the front page, and this particular site gets 2 qualified leads per day. That's people actually making loan applications. So that's worth about $300 per lead in that industry. That's what I've been told by mortgage brokers. So that's what you have to do. You have to measure, and you have to know exactly what your leads are costing you, whatever form of marketing that you're doing. And you know, these numbers, I think, speak for themselves. But we are doing taking on 6 more clients, and that's all we can take on at the moment. And I know a lot of people have asked, so that's all we can take on. It's a great time to optimise this time of year because there's a lot of activity online in the northern hemisphere. It's easy for me to say. Because everybody stays indoors and everybody uses the internet a lot more. And so with all that extra activity, new pages going up all the time, marketers taking advantage of this increased online activity, it also means that the Google bot is working harder and the other bots are working harder to track all the new content. So it's a good time to start getting links, backlinks up there so the Google bot can find them, and also making sure that your site is ready for increased traffic this time of year. So we've got 6 spots. It's $1,495 per month for a period of 6 months. We amortise that cost across the 6 months because most of our costs incur within the first 6 weeks, because that's also when you see yourself rank on the front page of Google. It does come with a guarantee that you will get found on the front page of Google, and that process usually about 6 weeks. Varies, but we've found that some sites are a lot quicker, some are slightly longer, but usually about 6 weeks. So if you do want to be one of those 6 spots, please let us know, because we don't want to disappoint people. So thanks very much for watching, and just give me a bell on 038562 2260 if you'd like to be one of the 6. Thanks very much. Bye.